Hallo, ich bin Alessandro von den Jungen Festivalbloggern. Heute interviewe ich Jesper Christensen. Das ist der Drehbuchautor von dem Kinderfilm Buster.
Jesper Nicolaj, Danmarks største tryllekunstner.
What did you exactly do?
I'm the screenwriter. I wrote the script. It's based on an old movie that's based on a book. But so we redid everything and updated it till now.
Yeah. How much did you let the original movie inspire you? Like, are there any specific changes that you saw?
Yeah, there's a lot of changes because the original movie was or is a classic in Denmark. So doing this movie, a lot of people actually were afraid to do it. We had a different director on who skipped out in the last minute because he was sort of scared that we fucked it up because it's a classic. And but I wasn't scared. I took on the job and I did a lot of changes and tried to stay honest to the book and the old movie, and at the same time do something different for a new audience.
Yeah, I saw there were like a more modern setting, I suppose.
Yeah.
There were more digital devices, more to do with that kind of stuff. Did you watch the original movie as a child?
Yes.
Did it inspire you to do some things? Like, what effects did the movie have on you as a child?
The original movie is very much about being who you are and not being afraid of being who you are. And that inspired me a lot as a kid, because I was, I guess I was a little bit different and nerdy and quirky. So it inspired me to go out there and just be me. Yeah, I guess it did, yeah.
All right. How does it feel to have this movie premiere here in Germany?
It's pretty big.
Were you nervous?
Yeah. It's been all over Europe, I think. Usually it's the director who travels with the movie, but he has personal problems. So I got to do this. I got to travel here, and yeah, it's very cool to come here, and it's very cool to have someone who doesn't really know all about the original movie, like see this movie as something new and fresh. Because in Denmark we got judged a lot upon what the old movie was, and not so much on what our movie was. So. Yeah. Yeah,
there are different culture settings, I suppose.
Absolutely, that too. Yeah.
Yeah. How did you exactly think of working on this movie? Like, what got you into this movie?
Actually, the producers called me up and asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said only if I can do it my way, because I wanted to be darker. I wanted to be more social realism. And they said, all right, you do that. I write children's books and I write sort of dark, social, magical realism. And I wanted to do that with this film as well. And I started out doing that. But then the director got on and he changed some things to make it more his shtick. Yeah. So, but I tried to make it dark.
Han lyver om mig.
Hvis man ikke har noget at tabe, så har man jo alt at vinde.
Den største magi af dem alle, det er kærligheden.
Du er magiske Mulle.
Mortensen. Han er mægtig Mortensen. Jeg har glemt det bedste til sidst.
Were there then kind of difficulties, agreeing on certain things in the movie?
Yeah, we argued a lot, and I'm very strong-willed, and I can get very angry. But it's not my film. When I write it, I give it to the director and he just changes what he wants to change. And I can either argue against it and just be stubborn, or I can go, okay, you want to change this? We'll try to change it. So I get it a little bit my way as well.
Could you tell us a change that happened that you didn't want to happen?
I guess one of the biggest changes was the whole tone of the movie. I wanted it to be a little bit darker. And the director, he has done some really successful Danish family movies. And this is not so much a family movie as a children's movie. It's a big difference from being, because with a children's movie you can be more dark and you can be more quirky, but with a family movie you have to entertain. So I wanted it to be more of a children's movie, and he wanted it, I guess, he liked the script a lot and he liked the darkness, but he has like his thing as well that he's doing. So to me, what was important was also portraying like a family in Denmark, but like lower middle class. Like instead, it's always middle class or upper middle class that's portrayed in movies. And I wanted it to be like a family that's more struggling. And I think actually the father, the actor who plays the father, he does it very well. I think he is pretty spot on, the character. I just wanted that to be like a little bit darker, but again, it's not my movie.
Navnet er Buster og ikke Mortensen, men du kender mig nok som mægtige Mortensen.
Nej.
Hej, Ingeborg. Nej. Er det ham, der har jagtet dig efter gymnastik? Bianca. Er det en pige? Bare få en herover. Kom herhen, Bianca, dit.
Mig beskidte hundehår.
Mig beskidte hundehår. Nej. Buster. Buster?
What do you hope for this movie to achieve?
Well, in Denmark, I hope that people would see it as a new take on the character and on the franchise, and not as the same, as not just a remake of the old one, but as something new. And I hope that it can inspire kids to see the world. Like the world is sometimes dark and it's sometimes light, and it has a bit of everything. And the main character, Buster, is very self-confident, but he doesn't fit in anywhere, but he doesn't care. And I hope that children seeing that will like take that on and yeah, try to be more like Buster.
And we noticed that you weren't always the writer. You tried to do different things. So what got you into writing?
I was always the writer, but I was really, really scared because I wanted to do this since I was a kid. I've been writing since I was a kid, and I wanted to do this, but I was so scared of failing. Like, this was my life's dream, and if I couldn't do it, then what the heck was I supposed to do with my life, right? So I started doing different things. Like, I worked my way into the movie business, and I think that helped me now, because I understand when I'm writing a script that there are certain limitations. There are things you can and cannot do, because I've been on the producing side of things. I didn't like doing that. I was terrible at it. So I got fired as a producer, and then I thought, you know, fuck it, I might as well try to write.
So that was the interview. That's a wrap. Thank you, Christensen, for coming here.
No problem.
Ønsk, men hold det for dig selv.